Pete might be a little late tonight, so I figure I'll do a quick little gating for a little while until he gets here.
Okay, yeah, it's a one of them JCPenney 6237, 6237 for the gate there.
Here we go. It's there for posterity.
So let it be said, so let it be written.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dozer said hi a little while ago. I haven't heard him in ages.
Yeah. Him and Tickle both have been kind of part-time in it.
So you got your camper all set up there, so the patio going in.
That picture was from 2012.
No. Is that wishful thinking that the patio's in?
Oh, the patio is in. I built it in 2012.
Oh, it just stays there.
Yeah, it just stays there.
Oh, thank God. I was like, man, that's a lot of pallets to be lifted.
Well, those weren't really pallets. They were custom-made pallets.
I know, in a general sense. I made big wooden steps, platforms to step out, and I stopped bringing them. They were just so heavy. Actually, the one I used was the tabletop to my dual 15-inch subwoofer. Had an Ampeg subwoofer that I built a pine tabletop, put it on the back of it, 8 sides, and set it upside down a couple inches off the ground. And sold the speaker, kept that, and put AstroTurf over the top of it and used it for a step-on platform. Put off my camper.
Well, that works.
Yeah, until it was just too big to lug around anymore. I fed a dual 15-inch Ampeg base cabinet with a 100-watt monoblock Outtake Lansing 2 amp, real nice. And that made a heck of a sound.
Yeah, Outtake Lansing, that's some good stuff there.
Yeah, James B. Lansing.
Jesus Christ.
I don't have too much time for that anymore. I do power up my one system though from time to time. The house, we just got those little mini speaker hideaway things.
Always time for good music.
Yeah, she made me do away with all the big speaker cabinets. That's why everybody needs a man cave.
Yeah, if you're a man. It used to be woman cave once, way back in the day too. But that's for sewing and stuff. That was called the sewing room.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
My mother had one of those.
I remember our sewing machine kind of looked like a table until you folded it up. We let the machine fold it upside down or sideways. I was always around the sewing machine. I kind of learned mechanics just by looking at that. Not everything, but I used to mess with it and And we had home ec in school, and of course I know how to run it and all that by then.
I stripped the gears out of my mother's sewing machine because I used to play car with it.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, it had a gas pedal.
Only natural.
What the heck?
And it spins. I still have one. It's an old Montgomery Boards.
Yeah, see that? You've come full circle. Now we're back on radio topics. We got Monkey Ward, you know.
Yeah, they made some stereos too.
Well, they were like the Kmart of the day, you know.
I think Kmart used to sell that crappy Kraco stuff.
Ah, yeah, that and Spark-O-Matic.
Yeah, Sparky-O-Matic 6x9.
Say hello on a Kraco. Yeah.
It's one that ugly radio.
Yeah, it looks like a Dodge Monaco from the early 70s.
If you want a radio that you can always turn your head away from.
Well, you know, some radios are you know, attractive, fine pieces of radio equipment, and others are just butt ugly.
You like any of that Craig stuff, that plastic white 70s radios?
Oh, Craig CBs.
Yeah, Craig. Who else had them? Motorola.
Yeah, I never liked the looks of the Motorola, but the Craigs were kind of nice. I knew a few people that had them. I'm trying to think. It's been so long since I've looked at one. I don't remember whose guts were in them, but they worked pretty well, actually.
Where's everybody for Classic Radio Roundup?
That's a good question.
Was that you, Ken? Somebody was in there. Oh, Ratman from Doylestown. Yeah, good signal on your time. Welcome to Classic Radio Roundup. Ooh, Pace 1000D. Then Dave 1000B, Bravo? Or David? Bravo, right? Yeah, Bravo, yeah.
That's the bass.
Yeah, nice.
That's the side talk.
Yeah, copy on the Super Sidekick mic. Can you copy him back?
Yeah, I got a good copy on. Modulation could probably stand to come up a bit, but it's not bad.
Yeah, you want to try turning the gain up on the mic once? Maybe you went to get a battery.
Let me check this thing while I'm here. Oh yeah. There we go. Right on frequency.
Yep, I'm 1151.
Well, that's close enough for government work.
Is that pace real clean on the faceplate? Is the radio clean? Is it or is it scratched up on
I wouldn't mind getting something like that if it was in clean shape.
No, I've been looking for one to the curb. They're not giving them away.
No. And I'm not going to pay eBay Super Hawk prices for them either.
The clean one in the box went for $350 about a month ago.
That's about what they cost brand new back in the day.
Yeah, about that. I don't know if you'd be able to hear them, but the guys do a sideband on channel 16 lower, right? The guys down in Delaware County, classic radio sideband edition.
Yeah. I used to park Spew Radio there, but I've been forgetting the last several weeks. But a couple of times I was able to hear them faintly. But Pete's been trying to get in there, and he's fired all up and everything, and they either quick key too much or I don't know what the story is, but he can't seem to get in there.
My buddy Mike down there in those streets, he's the one who lent me this side talk radio. He's the one who started that 16 sideband up. Wow, see, he's here in absentia.
Okay, yeah. No Streaks on the forum. We communicate with him on a regular basis.
Cool. It's one way of getting your radio on the gate. That might be in there now in No Street, but I don't know if he's going to make it up this way.
Nah, he's got to be pumped up pretty heavy to make it through here.
I think he's working on putting up his speed quad he's got in the garage.
Yeah, that should help him if he gets it up high enough.
Does that have a variable clarifier on it? Not on this base. Yeah, does that one alter the AM frequency as well? I don't know that. I just hooked it up just last night, but it does have a clarifier on it. It's probably the sideband on that. Yeah, turn it to the right once. Alright, I'll to the right, now top center. Did you hear that change? Go right to left once. Alright, I'm down on the left side. Is there a difference? Now I'm coming straight up top again. I think there is.
I didn't hear one. And I was going to say, that particular chassis, they also use it in the Tram XL5, and I used to have one of those, and it had a little relay. One of the contacts on the relay was transmit and receive clarifier. So it's real easy to defeat, but out of the box they don't transmit. They don't move on transmit. It's receive only.
Wow, yeah, that would be a nice easy mod. They were thinking ahead.
Yeah, just bypass the relay and go straight to the clarifier on the front panel, and not the little fixed pot inside for transmit.
See, back when the engineers kind of liked the dark side.
Yeah, like when the first PLL 40 channels came out. PLO 2As and Uniden 858s. Boy, were they good places. They were my most favorite of all.
Yeah, somebody said, you know what, screw the bean counters, they're not going to catch it in time, let's push these out.
Well, you gotta remember too, the first generation 40 channels, I mean, even as far up as 1976, they didn't know what the FCC's band plan was going to be, because it was originally supposed to be 99 channels. It was supposed to go all the way up to right before 10 meters, and then they scaled it back. But they were designing radios that could be made to go up all the way, just in case. So the first ones that came out had that capability in them. Just they had a 40 channel dial, but they could be made to go up. And then once the 40 channel band was solidified and everything, the next generation of radios, they came out with chips that you couldn't modify. They were fixed for 40 channels.
Yeah, I guess they'll never allocate that. They'll just leave that as a buffer.
Well, yeah, I mean, one of the reasons they decided to roll it back was they were afraid they would have a lot of interference from image frequencies. If you had like a single conversion radio, like a 6-channel or something with individual crystals, and it had a 455 kilohertz IF, you know, you start getting up high in frequency like that, you start getting the images, and you'll be hearing channels that you're not on.
Yeah, I kind of understand why they did it. Oh well, you guys go there anyway. I don't. I listen once in a while.
I used to go up there back in the day. You know, it was a big contest. You know, all the tech savvy guys were trying to see how many channels they could squeeze out of their radios. You know, and first it was as far high as you can go, and then it was like, how low can you go?
Yeah, down there I find a lot of Hispanic communication.
Yeah, way down below one, like 26.2 down in that area. There's sometimes FM broadcast stations have remote links or something, and you can actually hear them there.
Sometimes when I hear Canada come in, I'll go to I think it's 425. Is that 4225? Is that where Hightower is once in a while?
I don't remember if it's 4.2 or 4.75. One of the two.
Yeah, I scan up through there to see if I hear them.
It's funny. Just about every one of my radios, classic CB radios, none of them go up. None of them go. If they had channels in them, I pulled them out, returned everything to stock. If I want to listen up there, I got to fire up one of the HF rigs and dial up there. But I really don't have no need to go up there. You know, I mean, it's only really active when the skip's running, and I really don't care about that anyway.
Yeah, I tried it a couple times before I got my ticket, and I just never went there anyway. Heck, I was new to sideband, so I'm still dealing with that chestnut.
Yeah, I mean, in a strange irony, if you have a ham license, you're in greater risk of getting popped on illegal channels than if you're just a straight C beer, because, you know, they got something they can nail you with. Good, you know, they tell you you're operating out of band, and oh man, people usually there's always people out there that like to dime out rogue hams. So the FCC seems to be more inclined to go after people like that than just some random guy that's 11-meter operator.
Yeah, you'll get an out-of-band warning.
Or worse, you know. So I've sharply curtailed any ventures to anything that's not legal channel. I stay where the boundaries are, and that's it.
Yeah, even then, I keep a nice narrow carrier there. Very sweet, very narrow, good clean radio for the most part. Low level modulation now.
Which one's low level?
This one here, yeah, I'm not getting more than a 2-to-1 out of it. Anything more, and I'll start the flat top.
Well, that doesn't mean it's low level. Low level is when it's modulated in like the balanced modulator stage, and your final and driver are just linear amplifiers. If you're applying modulation to your final stage, then that's high level.
It's an unacceptable level.
Well, a lot of the older 23-channel radios especially just didn't have quite enough audio power to modulate a 5 or 4.5. If somebody juiced up the carrier in the radio to up over 4 watts, there was usually not enough audio there to to fully modulate it to 100%. It would always flat top like maybe 85. And for me, that's one of the reasons why I always back the power down on these things. It can usually support a 3-watt carrier. Sometimes it struggles to support a 4-watt carrier.
I do hear some guys off in the distance.
Yeah, I hear some chatter too, but it's in my noise level. I can't make out what they're saying.
They're saying there should be more people signing in on Classic Radio Roundup.
Well, I do have one check-in on Spew Radio.
They said if those guys would, quit keying.
Well, we could always go to sideband. And that way, we keep our AGCs cranked down and not let them recover. You don't know who's out in the distance. Yeah, Pete did tell me him and the wife were going out somewhere tonight, some kind of bike meeting or bike related to something or other. And he said, depending on how much the wife is enjoying herself, will probably determine how late he's going to be tonight.
Oh, I wonder if there was something going on up at the club.
Yeah, some kind of motorcycle club meeting or something. I think that's what he said.
Yeah, I heard somebody else talking about that the other night.
Yeah, he was going to ride his BSA, and another guy was going to ride with him on a different bike. And he was originally going to take the wife on the Harley, but she didn't want to ride, so she drove the car. So he said, "Well, heck, I'll take the BSA then." So he took that bike.
Well, hopefully he brought his leathers because it's going to be in the 50s.
Yeah, it's going to cool down in the night. Make sure you shut those windows before you go to bed, I guess.
Yeah, I worked on my HVAC unit today. Cleaned the filter, checked the coils were good. I cleaned them last year. And I was having a problem where I tried to close too many vents, to get more air upstairs in the second floor, and that was bad juju for the airflow.
Oh, really? I do that too. In the wintertime, I close the ones upstairs and let everything blow downstairs, and then in the summer I reverse it when it's air conditioning, so it blows most of it upstairs.
Yeah, for some reason my 20-year-old heat pump doesn't like that anymore, but it'll run just fine if I have the high flow, all the vents open. So who knows?
Well, what does it do? Does it ice up?
Yeah, it'll ice up, and then the compressor will go out on thermal overload because everything's so thick.
Usually when the coils start to ice up, that's usually an indication that your charge is getting low.
Yeah, it could be, but with full airflow it doesn't do it, so I'll just run with that. I had it pumped up not too long ago. It seemed to be good, but 2 years ago, yeah. Problem is, anything Weibo, new refrigerator, new dishwasher, it's a roll of the dice whether they're going to last 5 years or 20 like the last appliance did. I don't know, maybe the years of the 20-year-old dry-goods appliance is gone.
Got somebody tuning up with a shifting carrier. Must be an old classic tube radio. Maybe it's Pete, but he has no audio. Yeah, I was taking a bit of a pause there just to see who was going to come in. I figured they were just trying to set things up. Go ahead, Breaker.
Can you hear me up there in Kutztown on a one-channel antique radio?
Is that what you're running right now? A one-channel antique radio?
Yes, sir. This is Bill up here. It's an EICO 760 radio, citizen band transceiver.
Oh, an ICO. Well, you know, it's working. You're giving me like 8.5, and modulation's not all that bad.
Yeah, I got drivers up this way coming through. They're running down past the house there. I didn't get that last transmission.
Oh, man. No, I'm just saying you're sounding really good down here. You're just about an S9, 8.5, something like that, and pretty good audio for an old radio like that.
10-4. Well, I just picked it up today. I've had it on the Variac for hours, and you have to key it on the front of the radio. It just has this little, chintzy little microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tubes in it, and one crystal only.
Wow. That reminds me of the Heathkit lunchbox. Super regenerative tunable receiver and one single channel transmit.
Yeah, it is a tunable receive, and it's very sloppy. I hear all around the band on one. Oh, too bad it isn't a crystal controlled receive, but that's the way it is.
Yeah, that must be a super regenerative receiver because they're not very selective. You can hear just about all the channels in one spot.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, no wonder you're getting hammered by the drivers then. Because you're not far from 222, so yeah.
I am on 222.
Yeah, I can see where that would be a problem then. Yeah, well, I like it. Gets the thumbs up here on Classic Radio Roundup. A nice quality antique.
Well, I got a pair of them. The other one's kind of weak. I suspect that there's tubes, but they're identical.
There you go. Well, you can put a different channel in the other one, and if you want to change channels, you just change radios. Yeah, I knew somebody that used to run one of those Heathkit lunchboxes back in the day, and they took the crystal socket. It was inside the radio. You had to take the radio apart to change the crystal. And he moved the crystal socket to the front panel, so if you wanted to change crystals, you just pull the one out and stick another one in there. You had a box full of crystals, and if you want to change channels, you just reach in the box and put another different crystal in. All right, Bill. Like the radio. Good luck with it.
Sounding good over here, Bill. Real nice radio. I think, what do you say, ICO 760 or something?
Yeah, something like that. An old ICO. It's probably the same or very similar circuitry to the Heathkit lunchbox, you know, with the front panel transmit switch on it. You